Now, APL, to tell the true story of Easter,
Yeah.
you have to start a few days before Easter.
Oh, okay.
This is the evening of the Last Supper when Jesus, Joseph, Mary, the 12 disciples, and we found, in more recent times, Leonardo da Vinci, all gathered around to have dinner. And they had wine and cheese, Gouda, apparently. And they discussed the goings-on in the ministry and the next few days. And this is when Jesus really dropped a bomb on his apostles. He said, listen, in a few days, I'm going to be killed. And Judas is going to betray me. And he pointed at Judas, and Judas was like, no, I'm not. And Jesus was like, yeah, you are. I'm the Son of God. Shut up. And Judas was like, I'm sorry then. And Jesus was like, it's okay, I forgive you. I always forgive everybody. So a few days later, Judas goes to the Romans. He's like, listen, Jesus needs to die. And the Romans were like, we agree. What do the Pharisees think? And the Pharisees were like, yeah, we agree too, because he's different than us and his skin is lighter. So the Romans were like, okay. So they took him up on top of the hill and they nailed him to a cross next to two other men who hadn't done anything. So 3 days later, Jesus was in his tomb and he was laying there and he was like, this is really boring, but I need to get out of here. But everyone's going to see me because I'm Jesus, and people always go to people's death places, like Paul McCartney when he died, and people visited his star on Hollywood Boulevard, and they were burning flowers and they were burning candles and putting flowers. So Jesus was like, I need a disguise to get out of here. So he asked his dad, who is God, if he could help him. And God said, yeah, I'll give you a little disguise so you can get out of there. So he made Jesus black, which also allowed Jesus to have the physical prowess to move the stone away from the front of the tomb. But as he stepped out, his skin color wasn't enough. And some of the people that were there were like, look, it's Jesus, but he's black. So God, being the quick-thinking deity that he is, he decided to bless Jesus again with another disguise, and that was with a bunny. So Jesus turned into a little brown bunny, and he hopped away, and everyone was like, where'd Jesus go? And nobody knows. And to this very day, we celebrate Easter by eating little brown bunnies and the eggs that that little brown bunny supposedly laid in its wake for us to find, to shed Christ's love on each other. And I would just like to finish with a quote from Psalms. And the bunny hoppeth, and the bunny hoppeth away. If the eggs are gray, eat them another day. In the name of Brown Bunny, amen. Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to Inbox. I'm Mr. Sark.
I'm APL.
Today is normally April Fool's Day. However, both of us here at Team Respawn felt that Christ's Day, Easter, outweighed the need for prankeries and shenaniganry. So today on Inbox, we are celebrating Christ's Day, Easter.
I agree wholeheartedly, Sark, and I would like to take this opportunity to say to my family and my friends and my compatriots, and especially you, may this blessed day rain upon... I'm sorry, I get emotional. May this blessed day reign in infamy, and let the stone be rolled away today.
That's right. This is the show here on Team Respawn where we answer all of your mail. Let's get it going. Hello?
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead and send it all down.
Just getting emotional.
Whew.
Are
you okay? Are you okay?
Just out of the blue. Is that about Bible verse?
Yeah, coming in with a little of the good book, John. I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. And everyone who lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this? John 11, 25 and 26. Our first question comes in from Ryan Westsider. Sark, can you slap my friend so he can stop obsessing about Jesus putting his salvation all over his body? That's a good question, Ryan. But let me just tell you a little something about this, and you'll want to carry this through the rest of your life. You should absolutely do that, and I will do it too, because slapping Christians is awesome. Whenever you do it, they look on the other direction so you can slap the other side of their head.
Scott Saxon weighs in with, what is the dumbest rumor you've heard about yourselves?
Right off the top of my head, I think of all the things that I've said that I am and that I've done.
Yeah.
And people believe me. For example, I fought in Vietnam. I'm a pedophile.
That's not true. The second
No.
one? Oh.
Well, I mean, truth is, it's all there's so much gray
so much
between
gray.
the black and white. Yeah, but what about you?
For me, there's been a lot of talk ever since I moved to Machinima that I'm a sellout. I don't know if you've seen that.
I have seen that,
Yeah.
and that happened. That was because you moved here.
Right, exactly, because I
Okay.
moved here. It's totally shocking, it's totally unfounded, and that to me is the biggest rumor. And people think because I'm surrounded by wonderful products like this gift basket from CVS for $2.99 currently, on sale, great value. If you use your CVS card, get $1 off, so it's actually only 99 cents. And people think, oh, that's gotta be an ad placement, like they definitely told them to say that. Absolutely not, I just
No?
know a good value when I see it.
Yeah.
Speaking of value, True Value Hardware. Do you like nails? If you like nails and like to hang things on your wall, True Value nickel-plated nails right now are only $1.99. For some reason, a lot of $1.99 selections right now.
Yeah,
But I had to hang up a poster the other day, and I was like, I need nails.
And also, just to back APL
Yeah.
up on this, to be honest, just through his friendship is the only reason that I even have a subscription to Netflix or several pairs of Control Freaks. Our next question comes in from Ray Lilia. He asks, do you guys believe in conspiracies?
Hell yeah.
Hell
Oh my
yes.
God.
APL and I literally believe everything we're told. Everything we're told. Let me just bounce some stuff off you.
Go for
All
it.
right? Unrehearsed.
Yep.
9/11.
Absolutely.
JFK assassination.
Yep.
Bermuda Triangle.
Affirmative.
Area 51.
Yep.
Biggie and Tupac.
Roger that.
Jacob and Edward.
Yeah.
RuPaul.
Nailed it. Jake Mullen says, what was the most fun you have ever had in any game ever? I mean your entire gaming career. Answer me, you fucks, or I will fuck your fucking fucks. I gotta go back. I gotta go back to the time I beat Darth Maul in Jedi Power Battles on the PlayStation 1 by using a blaster that had 300 shots, and instead of, because fighting with a lightsaber was very difficult, so you're fighting, at the end of Phantom Menace when he falls down the giant pit
Yep,
there,
yep.
you would shoot him with your 300 rounds, and as he blocked, he would get further and further back towards the ledge, and I figured out a way to glitch him out, and that's how I beat Jedi Power Battles.
fell down?
And he fell down, and I beat the game.
Mine might have been running a 386 back in the day, my family's like shit-ass computer, and just turning the odometer over on the mouse. Put 100K on that bitch playing X-Wing and TIE Fighter with a mouse. Because we were poor and I was stupid. But man, those are good times.
Yeah,
I wish I
yeah.
could get a hold of X-Wing and TIE Fighter again. Good question, Jake. God be with you and the light of Jesus
Absolutely.
shine upon you.
Amen.
Next up, Chris Lopez asks, I wish I could have seen you guys at Beyond. Who did you see? And whose set was your favorite? Chris is referring to Beyond Wonderland, the electronic festival that APL and I went to.
Yeah.
Okay, so who did we see?
We saw a bunch of people.
Afrojack.
Afrojack, Bassjackers, David Guetta, W&W, Rehab. I think there was one or two others in there that we ended up
Yeah.
seeing. My favorite was W&W. That was like the second act we saw that night. Plus there were fireworks in the background and everything. They were going all out for them.
They killed it.
They killed
Yeah,
it. They did a really good
killed
job.
it.
So I think W&W for me.
I think because I had never seen him spin before and was expecting some real nonsense, and he didn't go that way. Guetta.
Yeah, his set was really
He
good
threw
too.
a mean party,
Yeah.
David Guetta, on the
did.
main stage. And about halfway through, and maybe you would expect this from him,
Yeah.
but about halfway through, he dropped Harlem Shake.
Yeah, people
And people,
lost
even
their
if it's
shit.
played out, man.
Exactly.
Seeing that many people lose their shit was entertaining, so I was
Yeah.
totally down. David Guetta. This is the part of the show that we call Rapid Fire, where we answer your questions as fast as you can. And with the grace of the Holy Trinity shining, there's 3 God flashlights down on us, and with the power of He who walks behind the rows, hopefully we're gonna get through this thing as quickly as we always do.
Adam L. Green wants to know if we'd rather be constantly with someone everywhere we go for the rest of our lives or constantly alone.
Adam, it doesn't matter what the answer to that question is because Jesus is always with you. The part of the beach where the footprints were on their own, that's the part where you were holding him. Dylan Abernathy paints a really mean picture with 2 chairs. One has a cake on it and one has a penis. We have to eat one of the things and sit on one of the things. Which do we choose?
Very easy. You definitely eat the cake and you sit on the dick, but not sit on the dick in the way that, oh, it dicks up your ass. You sit on it sideways so you snap that motherfucker.
So there's no
So,
penetration and
no.
the sitting on of the dick. I see you found your way around that.
That's right.
I'm gonna say that the sacrament of the Sabbath can be anything. It doesn't have to be bread as long as it's blessed by a man of God, even if you're eating a dick. Look it up. Mikey Brandon wants to know whether we'd like to swim in a pool full of Courtney Love's period blood, sorry Lord, or Ron Jeremy's jizz. We have to take one full lap and we can't bathe for 24 hours. So sorry. Because if you're in the,
I don't think the jizz, I think the jizz would be too thick. Could you even swim through that?
I know. It would smell all briny.
Oh.
At least it wouldn't.
No,
At least
but
it wouldn't be chunky though.
I do the period blood. Yep, that's what I do.
I did the period blood too. Thanks for the question, Mikey.
You Are Noobish weighs in with, would you rather always have first dibs or get the last laugh?
Last laugh every time. What would your last laugh sound like? Our next question comes in from. He wants to know whether or not we'd rather have unlimited chocolate that won't make us fat and no mother, or no chocolate and our mom is super fat and she's dying of unlimited heart disease. Chocolate and no mom. Nice try, motherfucker.
Steon Story weighs in with, if you were in the Vietnam War, would you rather be a chopper gunner or a guy on the ground with a flamethrower?
Chopper gunner. Although I've got to say, there's something that just can't be replaced about being one of those poor sons of bitches down there with 2 tanks of kerosene strapped to your back, liquid fire pouring all over the VC, the man in the dark pajamas, formidable opponent indeed. Popping out of one of his spider holes soaked with rice patty. Ain't no human in this world harder to ignite with your flame tosser than one that's been seeping himself neck deep in a rice patty wearing one of those little triangular hats like supposed to keep the rain off. What's something kidding me? You've been neck deep in muddy, maggoty, malaria-ridden water. You poor sumbitch. Send you straight to hell with my hellfire. Fight fire with fire. Look both ways before you cross the street. Don't you take any wooden nickels, you little VC lunatic.
Next question comes in from Jacob Montez, who says, are you going to see the Easter egg of the first mission? It's at the beginning after halfway through the mission.
I'm glad you found the I key on your keyboard for the second half of your sentence.
You've already won the game, Jacob.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.